is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So, today we're going to check out a short horror film by Jiya Kapur films. That's right, I am finally back to reacting to Jiya Kapur films. It's been a long time that I've jumped back to this channel. I am very excited to finally have the chance to do so. So this one here is called Secret Santa. And I know I'm a little late. I know Christmas already passed and New Year's already passed, which, by the way, hopefully you guys had a wonderful New Year celebration as well as Christmas. But I know New Year's just passed. We're on day 2 of January now. So yeah, just hopefully you guys had a great New Year's and, well, happy 2026. Hopefully you guys have also came up with some interesting resolutions that you're going to commit to. Interesting New Year's resolutions that you're going to commit to. I have like 10 of them. So I am really trying to motivate myself, keep myself disciplined, all of that, you know, all that jazz. So that way I can become a better me throughout the years. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and jump into this here. I'm going to go ahead and leave a link down below as well in the description area if you want to check this out on your own. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this video and then give you my thoughts right after.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I know it's too simple. You expecting a feast? Maybe come tonight?
Oh my god.
You want more?
Santa?
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Hey, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what
Supposed to go through the chimney, Santa. It's a big house. She lived there by herself? From your Secret Santa. 33. that her stuff?
What rubbish. Cheap.
Yeah, toss it in the trash. Yep.
Disgusting.
They look like candies, creams, or something. Oh dang, same gift? For being good this year. Oh no, she just threw away a whole gift. It was cheap. Where's she going? Dude, that is a big house. Is she living there all by herself?
How are you?
I was like, why did she go away over there? Is she looking for that person? Or?
This better be good. No, definitely fake. Oh my god, definitely fake. Cheap imitation jewelry. Such a waste.
At least she didn't throw that one away. It's a sad Christmas, man. She's just all by herself in this big giant house. No family coming over. They're all the same size too. Like there's no variation in the package sizes. Oh. See, at that point, I'd be like, just looking around. There we go. Call the police. He already got her. If he's in there filming her.
You are on the naughty list.
No, stand up for me! Stand up for me!
What happened to her? Alright, everybody, there you have it. That was Secret Santa. So, this actually had a great message in it, first of all. And then that message was just simply to be grateful for what you get, right? This young lady here, we know where she's located, or her environment around her is this really big, fancy house, really huge mansion, actually. And she's all by herself in it. There's no family involved in there. And then clearly this is during the holidays. This is in Christmas. She only comes outside to feed some pigeons. And I mean, that first scene where she feeds the pigeons, she gives them some food. It seems like a good gesture. It seems like a nice gesture, actually. She's out there. She's being considerate for the pigeons outside. But there's a small little hint that sort of tells us, she's also kind of greedy, right? So it's where she's feeding these pigeons and she says, what, you expected more, like a feast? Maybe come tonight, right? But yeah, that's all she gives them, right? She gives them food and then she says that. So the rest of the film, she just kind of spends it inside the house, turning on the Christmas music and just hanging out in her big mansion, right? With nothing else to do. So I'm like, what is she gonna do? Is she gonna have a big party tonight, or what's happening? It doesn't really say much of that though. There's no preparation. There's no decoration. Maybe it's something I missed, but I think she's just all by herself in this big mansion and throughout the whole holidays. And before I forget, there's the scene, where she's outside feeding these pigeons. They show Santa Claus outside in the bushes, like in the distance, spying on her with these binoculars. And it was very creepy, clearly, even if it was during the daytime. But I like the way they showed this, the way they approach this. You know how they say, like, Santa is watching you, whether you're naughty or nice. And, like he sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake, all of that, like the song, right? Well, the way that they put this, where he's watching her through the bushes, is actually downright creepy, right? Very, very scary. But it makes sense, for the horror film. And, well, she goes inside, back in the house, turns on this music, and just kind of gets festive in her house with absolutely no decorations. She's not waiting for anybody to come, no family. At least there's nothing in this film that tells us she's waiting or expecting company. So she's just in there, this humongous mansion all by herself. And so then her doorbell rings and she receives this gift from Secret Santa. And so she takes it inside and opens it. And so it's just like a lot of cheap stuff, like creams and candy. And so obviously that's what she says, right? She's a cheap stuff and throws it away into the trash can. And by the way, every time she receives these gifts, they all have a different message, right? Like the first one has "From your Secret Santa," and the second one it says for being good this year, I believe. And the third one doesn't have a message. So the third gift, when she receives that, it doesn't say anything on the box, right? She takes it inside and then she opens it just like the other gifts, like the one with the creams and looks like some candy, and then the fake jewelry. The third one is a cell phone with footage of her rejecting the other gifts, the previous gifts. And so clearly she's being watched and filmed in her own mansion in this house, but her reaction, I'm like, I got really anxious here because I'm like, she's not reacting to any of this. As soon as I saw somebody, like some footage on the phone of me in the house, and clearly there's, me knowing that there's no one with me in this house, somebody's filming me, I'm pretty much done, right? This is my thought, like, oh God, they already know. They're already in here with me. I would immediately look around and maybe call the cops, but her reaction, right, it was just kind of like she was just looking at the phone constantly, and that gave me anxiety. I was like, dude, react, do something, call the cops. I don't know, run away from that room because you were clearly being recorded previously, rejecting the other gifts. As she's looking at this footage, it looks like it's almost live footage as well, right? You can see that there's somebody walking up towards her where she's currently sitting. And so when she turns around, she hears the knock, right, on the door behind her. And Santa Claus is standing exactly right there behind her, spying on her from behind the door. And so obviously she freaks out and he's staring at her, right, all creepy and just kind of doing this with his face, or just smiling and tilting his head. I thought that was very good, scary effect there with the face. And then he just says, he says, you're on the naughty list, right? And then he just goes up to her and, well, we know what happens next there. And then it cuts to a scene with now Santa Claus playing the piano that she was playing previously. And, well, that's the end of the film there. I like how they actually didn't show anything, right? What happens to this girl that's caused by Santa Claus. They left it up to the audience. And I like that. I really like when these films do that, where they leave the imagination up to the audience. So yeah, they don't show her anymore. God knows what happened in this film. And I mean, yeah, so clearly this was a terrible ending for her. But the message in this film was actually very important. This is what I took out from this film. It was that we need to be grateful, right? It's simple as that. It doesn't matter how big or how small the gift is. It's the thought that counts. In fact, you don't really need gifts. That's just what they made it about, right? But, well, with the, because, based off of the religious story, of the biblical story with the three wise men. But I think that as long as you have family together, everybody's comes together, you can celebrate, which we can see in this story that she didn't have anybody, this young lady. She was just all by herself in this really big house. And that's another thing, right? So you may have everything, all the material gain in the world. You may have it all, lots of riches and all of this, right? But if you don't have anybody with you, you don't have family, you don't have love, it's like everything is just empty. Life becomes empty. And so this character that was all by herself, she was getting some gifts from her secret Santa, right? But she rejected every one of them. Well, the first two that she got, right? And this showed a lack of gratitude and just greediness, right? She wanted something big, expensive, quality, material. And she just completely rejected the gifts, threw the first one away, and then the other one she just kind of like threw it or put it in one of the drawers and just forgot all about it. So that's why the third gift was like, her being spied on, opening the previous gifts, and then being, facing the consequences for being ungrateful. So I really like the message on this film, and I like the approach with Santa, the way that he was watching her, and the acting, the performance by this the young actress here, she was very good. I really liked it. I wish that these films though can become a little darker. During the clear, bright daytime, I think that's what kind of didn't get me as freaked out, as like scared, because of the really nice, beautiful day. So personally, me, I like it when stories are dark, right? When they are literally dark, they have this dark tone on them. They have these kind of desaturated colors, kind of blue-gray. It really adds the horror to the story. But, regardless, I still really enjoyed it. I really did. So what did you guys think about this story? Let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you all for watching this with me, and I will see you all on the next reaction. Happy holidays and Happy New Year. May you guys have a prosperous and a healthy and wealthy new year. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. Peace.